Time for a pregame courtside report. Allie LaForce, it's all yours.
Thanks, B.A. Well, Kevin Durant has won titles, but he says, I've always been a champion. A champion is your approach to a craft every day. It's coming in. It's getting better. That's what champions do. For him, it's all...
The reality is, players get up for the big games, B.A.
For the Nets, Harris and Durant in as the forwards. Irving runs point with Harden to his side. And for the Magic, Isaac and Carter up front. Green out there with Markelle Fultz.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
Green for three. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Three-pointer. And Kyrie Irving with the three.
Always great from deep. I don't think Irving has gotten enough credit for how lethal he is from behind the arc.
And you look at Harden's endurance, able to give 100% night in and night out. And he plays as many minutes as you need.
Now here's Harden, coming off a solid outing against Chicago. Irving for three. Drills it from deep. Irving's got 6 points.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Isaac, the pass to Green. Now Fultz lets the three fly. Kept alive. Controls the rebound and the putback.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Carter Jr. excels at using that big body of his to take advantage on the boards.
Outside Harden. Shot is up. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. You know, Grant, watching Harden, he always seems to be in attack mode.
And he's consistent about it too, B.A. A lot of guys are aggressive in spurts. Harden is looking to make a play every moment he's on the floor. I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First team foul. At the line for the Magic. Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
From deep.
2 minutes.
Rebound by the Magic. Here's Green. The putback. It's good on the putback. And that ties it up.
Well, you got to respect Carter Jr.'s ability to read and know where those misses are going and then chase them down before anybody else gets there. Really good timing on display that time.
Here's Irving. The Magic making their last shot. For three, Durant. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Isaac, the pass to Carter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Harden from outside. And Fultz pulls it down. Orlando has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. On the attack, Green, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, because Carter Jr. is so dynamic athletically, his teammates have a lot of confidence in him finishing the alley-oop.
Brooklyn calls timeout. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pass to Jordan. Back to Irving. Here's Claxton. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
With a short break, we look at some of the stingiest defenses in the NBA. Orlando, number 1.
Points allowed is one of the key indicators for good defensive effort. And this team does a nice job because they force opponents into tough shots. They don't allow easy shots. They're all on the same page. They're aggressive. They're focused. They pay attention to detail. And for 48 minutes, they're going to make their opponents uncomfortable.
The Nets have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Outside, Brown. Back to Irving. The shot, no good. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. Pass to Bamba. Sinks that one from the post.
Boy, good strength that time from Bamba. He's accustomed to getting bodied on the way up and still finding a way to finish.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Brown. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist of the night. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Anthony. They get it back.
Bamba's got crazy length and impressive height, obviously, at north of 7 feet. Helps him on that offensive board, but his tenacity, a big part of that, too.
Irving, that's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Magic out in front, leading by just 2. And back in a moment. And the imagination of Kyrie Irving finishing around the rim. He says it.
I just go back to being in my backyard and, just practicing all my layups or all my finishes. That's what I go back to. I mean, this is when I'm in that situation, I kind of feel like the attitude I get is this is what I do.
Hey, can't you just picture Kyrie as a kid stretching the limits of his creativity?
I can. And legend has it, growing up, Kyrie's backboard had a corner busted off, so he learned to put spin on the ball to finish around it.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
And so in the game for the Nets, we've got Nicholas Claxton, Kyrie Irving out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Craig in at the 3. And, taking a look into your crystal ball, Clark, which team you think has the brightest future?
Well, that's a tough one, B.A. There are a lot of teams that have really some outstanding young stars on their rosters. I mean, you look at the Celtics with Tatum and Brown. That duo is dynamic. And then the Mavs with Luka Doncic. Clearly, that guy is a star and a long-time star barring injury. And how about the Pelicans? Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson. The Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges. I mean, those are 4 teams I rattled off that would fall into that category for sure.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who'd made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. Here's Claxton. Isaac covering. 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Step back and fire. It's hauled in by Isaac.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Green for 3. The shot is good. Fultz making the play. Green's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Boy, moving the ball with purpose there. Fultz has tremendous offensive potential, and we're seeing him put it all together now.
Brown can't hit.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Outside, Green. Here he goes. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Green's got 5.
Yeah, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Harden, the pass to Irving. Oh, stolen by Fultz. To the middle. Brown with the steal. Pass to Harden. And he's going for the lob. Maxwell, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Kick out to Brown. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Here's Fultz. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And again, it's the Nets missing. Orlando leading. To the paint.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Irving. It's stolen by Green. Bamba with it. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Bruce Brown.
You know, it's not a bad idea to foul Bamba. Actually, a good foul. He's hard to stop, and he's not that strong a free throw shooter, so send him to the line.
And he can't get the first one. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. He hits the second from the line. 7 seconds left to play in the first half. For three, here's Harris. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Magic out in front, leading by 10. All right, now let's check in.
Kevin, we saw some moments of frustration for you early.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. The first quarter was all about Wendell Carter Jr. He had 8. What's your take on Orlando?
What stood out to me more than anything else was...
And that'll about...
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
On every possession.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Here's Orlando. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And that'll wrap up what has been a 5-game homestand for them. Isaac and Carter up front. Green out there with Markelle Fultz. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with.
Hey, Jalen Green kind of started his career with a big moment, being the first player to join the Ignite.
And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right. Irving missing.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Kicks it out to Isaac. Takes a three. Carter, great positioning on the putback. Carter's got 10 points.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this.
Patient to stop it. Durant for three. No good that time. Now Orlando takes it the other way.
To go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Mullen. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
And there's nothing more frustrating for a coach than seeing his team giving up a bunch of second-chance points. That's going to be the main topic during this timeout.
It's T-shirt Bonanza.
Ross, he's checked in for Orlando. Anthony comes in for Green. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Nets. They're on a roll right now, making their way to the #1 spot.
Checking out Orlando, they're on a roll, showing a lot of confidence in themselves. The fans are energized too. We'll see if they can keep it up.
How about that? The flush from Harris. People forget this guy is 6'6", and he's got a little burst and bounce too.
Fultz can't get it to go. The Nets have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Durant's shot is off.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
Outside Fultz. From downtown, the rebound by the Nets.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Pass to Isaac. And he lobs it up to the rim. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac. And let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll be playing against Eric Bledsoe and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then Sunday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, it's never easy taking the back end of a back-to-back. But they've been playing some great basketball of late. And when you're winning, back-to-backs feel a lot easier to handle.
Offensive board. And Durant gets it to go.
Never say never with KD. He's fighting hard to protect their possession with a little help from that wingspan that goes on forever.
Timeout called, the Magic.
Well, you know, in high school, he was a star. In college, the same thing. Durant got drafted second back in 2007, then immediately became an all-star.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Carter finds Ross. For 3. And Fultz gets a 3. Fultz has got 7 points.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Three-pointer, Harden. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Carter's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly. You know, Terrence Ross is a former dunk contest champion. Ross has major levitation time.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside, Brown. Oh, from deep. No good on the shot. The Magic go the other way with it.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Three-pointer, Harden. The rebound by Carter.
Not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
Pass to Isaac. And so it's Orlando with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. And they've done well in limiting Durant's production, making him uncomfortable. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Bruce Brown. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Harden in at the point. Clock at 4. From the stripe, Green with the defensive effort.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
And I think we're all giving more attention to health and well-being. Grant, anything the league can do better to protect player health?
Well, I know they've tried to cut down on travel and minimize back-to-backs, but at the end of the day, you're playing 41 road games and 41 home games. That's what it is. It's a marathon. It's going to be hard, and it's an endurance race. And so, yeah, maybe reducing regular season games, but I'm not sure that's an option. So sometimes you just got to grind it out and get through it and hope for the best for your ball club.
And he lobs it up. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Durant. The rebound by Bamba. Bamba's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. Craig with a steal. Fast break, Brooklyn. Unloads from 13. The rebound by Bamba. Bamba's got rebound number 7 tonight.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure hustle.
Thornwell's checked in for Orlando. Carter Williams comes in for Anthony. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Harden, the pass to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. The 15-footer. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle, to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. And he's going for the oop here. And out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
So for the Magic, Isaac, he's checked in for Thornwell. And it's Fultz in for Carter Williams. Out to the wing. Here's Okeke. Brooklyn with the board.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Harris passes to Irving. Outside Harden. The kick to Durant. 4-3. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
I think we're all aware of Durant's in-the-gym range as a shooter. I mean, seriously, I don't think there's a shot he can't make.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And featuring Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and Kevin Garnett. Is the 2020 Hall of Fame class the best ever, Clark?
Well, I'd certainly have to go back and look, but there won't be any classes that would be any better. I would say that. I mean, clearly depending on when some of the all-time greats went in and who were part of their classes in the past, but I would be hard-pressed to imagine or be able to state a class that was better than this particular class. 2009 comes to mind. That had Michael Jordan, David Robinson, and John Stockton. That's a pretty good threesome, too.
1:19 left in the 4th quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Magic.
You know, we talk about this often. Second chance points can be the difference between winning and losing.
Yeah, they hit the offensive glass with a purpose and made the most of those extra touches.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
Thornwell's checked in for Orlando. Carter Williams comes in for Ross. Here's Bamba. Pass to Carter Williams. That three's off the mark. Here's Brooklyn. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th. Craig passes to Johnson. The floater, good.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Here's Carter Williams. Pass to Hampton. Clock at 6. Harris outside. The Magic need to put one up here. Carter Williams, no good. Here's Neto. So it's the Magic winning this one easily. Well, this might